East Side Dave McDonald.
Go out to New York City, find a homeless guy, murder him, Batman snuff rises.
Chris Pepper Stanley.
Jedi,
So much
the best
better.
one. I'm sorry I don't like the second one the best like everyone else.
Sean O. Barry.
This is what you get in my house. We're spilling paint in the garage. Do I stutter?
Roy Schaefer Harder.
I was ready to don a Yankee outfit and go bash people's brains and run through the streets.
They are the movie experts. They are the movie masters. They are the Watchers.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. Welcome, everyone, to another outstanding episode of The Watcher. Woohoo. I'm Eastside Dave McDonald. Chris Pepper Stanley is here. Sean O'Barry and Roy Harder Schaefer. We are The Watchers. We are your movie and television, to a certain extent, experts. And we are going to rock and roll tonight. And I mean that literally. Because, my friends, I am on a Rolling Stones kick, if you will.
This.
I'm with
And
you, Dave.
as a Rolling Stones kick, I've put into my DVR all things Rolling Stones. See, Pepper, DirecTV has this thing called
What's that?
searching. You can search for programs.
All cable providers have this.
Right? And what I love about DirecTV is I can search for whatever I want.
Yeah.
I can put in what's called, I don't know if you know this, it's called a keyword. And you use a keyword to search for things. So, what is it? All right, hold on.
Yeah, we're going with
Pepper's
this.
getting upset. So listen, I put in Rolling Stone. I don't know. I was just being silly. We had some sliders, and they've gone to my head. What can I tell you? So I put in this. Bunch of rock docs come back.
Yeah.
Right.
I realize Rolling Stones are probably the kings of the rock doc. Let me give you the names. What I want from the Watchers panel is which one is not necessarily the definitive, which one's not necessarily, the best made film. I'm simply looking for the most entertaining. There's a big difference between a lot of things. Let me give you a quick example. I think that Goodfellas is Martin Scorsese's most entertaining film. I think that by far. However, if you had to gun to my head and say what was his best film, truly a film that a great director made, I would probably give you Raging Bull.
Yeah.
And I think that's his finest film.
Yeah.
But what do I watch every Friday night? After a couple scotches, some methadone, some cocaine, a little bit of heroin, some crack, an ether rag, some paint, drinking my own piss, chugging some gasoline.
All right,
What
Hunter.
do I have after all of that?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Yeah. Goodfellas.
That's what I want you guys to bring to the table. The Rolling Stones rock docs that I have for you on that list are Shine a Light, directed by said Martin Scorsese. Recently put out Crossfire Hurricane, excellent Stones rock doc on HBO. Gimme Shelter, one of the great, made by the Mills Brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Rolling Stones. This was made in the 70s or maybe 1980. And, of course, Cocksucker Blues. And we don't have to bleep that because that's the name of the film, Cocksucker Blues.
Classic.
I ask all of you. I have Shine a Light, Crossfire Hurricane, Gimme Shelter. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Rolling Stones, Cocksucker Blues. I'll go to Sean O first. What is the most entertaining rock doc of the Stones?
Cocksucker Blues.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a reason for this now?
Mostly the title.
But that's...
You're a son of a bitch, Sean.
am, yeah.
You're a son of a bitch.
I did,
I'll
yeah.
move quickly over to Roy.
I'm going to go with Gimme Shelter. I like the whole murder scene.
Okay, at the end.
yeah, it was-
Gimme
it was-
Shelter's an absolute classic. I don't think anyone can argue with
But I'm
that.
not going to knock Cocksucker Blues. That was also pretty brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to somewhat agree with Roy about Gimme Shelter, but Rock and Roll Circus, would you throw that in there?
Yes, I would.
Then I would say Rock and Roll
forgot.
Circus.
Rock and Roll Circus. Rock and Roll Circus, says Pepper. That's a very good one.
That's a great
You know,
one.
the Stones didn't release that for years
Yeah.
because they thought they were upstaged by The Who.
Well, who
And
are really good
the Who medley is one of the best musical things ever captured on film.
in that weird tent?
I'm going to shock everyone. I'm going to
my
shock
God.
every
I already know where
single
you're going.
person in the room. Oh, yeah, you know so much about
I
me.
know where you're
You
going,
know where I'm
baby.
going with this?
I know
Go
where
ahead.
you're going. You're
Go
going
ahead.
with...
Go ahead.
You're going to go with Shine a Light.
He does know me well.
You're going with Shine a Light.
Let me tell you why.
This is crazy.
I know
Gimme
you, baby,
Shelter is unbelievable. and it may be a finer film. That's why I basically gave myself a backdoor out
Of entertaining.
while setting up this whole segment. I had a feeling like people would go with Gimme Shelter. And Gimme Shelter, unbelievable. Great songs. Madison Square Garden performances, you name it.
Yeah.
Shine a Light, I saw in the theater in IMAX. Did not care for it. I'm not going to lie. It was recently on again on HD.
Yeah, I saw. I watched it once on DVD. I didn't. I wasn't too blown away.
Did
by
you
it.
have? Were you watching it on HD?
No.
He doesn't have an HD TV.
Could care less about HD. I don't even have a television.
How do you watch the movies? How do
Yeah.
you talk about?
Bootleg everything.
Oh, all
He
right.
bootlegs and puts it on the computer.
All right.
I went over to his house one time.
It was just a computer I was putting
Yeah,
shit on.
the computer is front and center. The TV's on a goddamn bookshelf.
It's an old tube television without a controller.
There's like a candlestick and a Bible on the left and right of the goddamn television. You have to turn your neck 340 degrees just to see it. Yeah, the computer screen is front and center for everyone to watch. Shine a Light is great. You get young Stones interviews, medium-aged Stones interviews, older Stone interviews. You get Scorsese, and their live performances look and sound fantastic.
It looked good.
It was unbelievable.
But I wasn't blown away by it. It wasn't the most. I wasn't as entertained as it by.
I hate
Rock
you
and Roll
guys.
Circus. Well, I hate you.
You know-
That's why the show works.
You know what I've been doing a lot lately too? Smoking the doobie and watching Shine a Light. Maybe that's sort of influenced my answer.
You'll be that high all the
like-
time.
yeah.
Yeah, because I have it on it's right there in my DVR.
Yeah.
So every time it's either that or watching the Real World San Francisco marathon that was over the weekend.
Let's not talk about.
And I can't get high and watch Pedro die, baby. Because that young man, he had a lot going for him.
La cucaracha.
Yes, he was on the Real World.
Oh, yeah.
He had a boyfriend.
I have HIV.
It's a-
He could never say H. I felt bad for him. He probably couldn't say it on his goddamn deathbed. Hey, listen.
I think peanut butter was a good one for him.
The peanut butter, the puck, and the puck and the peanut butter. What was great was in the real world, Pedro's family came over to him, and he was describing what happened in Spanish. So he still couldn't get past that goddamn peanut butter situation, and he was going to his family. Llamo the puck, as holy yo somos peanut butter, and this what it me talada.
Wait a minute. He got AIDS when he ate the peanut butter?
He
I don't get
did.
it.
That's how he got
no,
AIDS.
he didn't. He had AIDS before then.
All right, so
You know that.
it sounds like then the final word on the street is unfortunately
Rock
Gimme
and Roll
Shelter.
Circus.
Yeah, my favorite.
So Gimme Shelter just won all the money.
Good, because I need to get paid.
Pay up, baby.
Now what I do after I watch Shine a Light on the weed
Yeah.
is I go to another rock doc.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Don't Look Back.
Oh.
Directed by D.A. Pennebaker.
Yeah.
It features Bob Dylan and his tour of England in 1965, I believe, right before he officially plugged in with the whole band
That's right. Mhm.
and did everything like that.
Oh,
Question.
He was so.
Yeah.
You guys have seen this?
Yes.
Of course.
Is Bob Dylan a dick?
Yeah. He's definitely a dick.
That's my question.
Yeah, that movie pretty much seals the deal.
No, the way he was talking to certain people, you were like, this guy is such a dick.
Have
And
you seen-
and by the way, I'm saying this as
Yeah.
one of the biggest Bob Dylan fans in the world.
Okay.
All right.
Well, there's an interview with Lil Wayne. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Lil Wayne gets angry at the end.
It's
the
Lil
interviewer.
Wayne.
I call him Lil Wayne. He doesn't deserve that. But he actually he reminds me of Bob Dylan the way he responds to his interviews.
That's got to be the first time anyone's compared Lil Wayne to Bob Dylan.
Was it the was it the court
I'm a-
stuff
I'm a fucking genius.
was the court stuff where he was
Yeah, no, he's asking him questions about poetry
It
and
was a
stuff.
German interviewer.
okay.
He's asking Lil Wayne questions about poetry, and he's like, "I ain't no poet. Get out of here. Next interview, please."
Yeah, Roy. I think I saw the clip,
Yeah.
and it was funny. He shoos away the German reporter like he's Michael Corleone. He's just like, get out of here. I don't care. I'm a rapper, not a poet.
And that reporter sounds just like Christoph Waltz, by the way. I don't know if they all sound like
That
that.
is
all those
Christoph
Germans.
Waltz.
It was.
It was Christoph Waltz.
Oh.
Yeah, he had makeup on.
Oh, weird.
So you think Bob Dylan was a little bit of a dick?
I
My
think
other
he
thing
still
is
is.
maybe Bob Dylan was playing a little bit of a character for the cameras.
He doesn't return my calls. He's a dick in my book.
Oh, come on.
See how crazy Roy is.
I got Roy's back on this one.
What topics do you guys have for the show? Oh, well, wait, hold on. Pepper says Roy has a topic.
Yeah, hold on, let me find it.
I
real
always got
quick.
topics.
Going through the emails.
All right, Roy Schaefer, he's ready to rock. Pepper's going to tell him
Always.
the topic there. See, what I think is that Bob Dylan was kind of I think he was playing it up. I actually think he was trying to maybe do a little bit of an image, didn't care, the way he was going to be portrayed, just wanted to be a certain type of guy. And he's done that throughout his career.
Sure.
Whereas he's then a Christian, he's born again, he's this old song and dance man.
You know why?
Why?
He's a dick.
Yeah, I'm with Roy.
All right. So
I suggest everyone who hasn't seen Don't Look Back to go out and get it immediately. Thank you.
one of the topics I sent tonight, a story that I saw. Will Smith was up for Django Unchained.
That surprises me.
He didn't take it. So we can get into that in a minute. But this is what Roy responded to. Speaking of Will Smith, why didn't Joaquin Phoenix win the Oscar for his portrayal of Johnny Cash? He sang Johnny Cash's songs in the movie, and Will Smith only mimed Ray Charles's parts. F you, Will Smith, and F the Academy.
Yeah. See, maybe I'm a bit of a dick myself.
No, you're a racist.
That's a horrible statement. Are you implying?
No, I'm implying.
By the way, Will Smith did not win the.
He didn't play.
He wasn't even Ray
Yeah,
Charles.
it
That was Jamie Foxx.
Who played Django? And
So this is some kind of weird.
That must have been a typo.
All black people are look
you
alike.
You must have read that wrong.
He read it the way you sent it.
Yeah, there's no.
Roy,
All right. Hey, email.
we don't need this. Not on the Watchers. This show's about to get picked up by Spike Television.
That's right.
And you're gonna put this whole goddamn thing in jeopardy unless
What?
you start smartening up.
Watch the mac and cheese.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Will Smith and Jamie Foxx, if they both stepped out of the car, I wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
You're not helping us.
Who do you think's got a bigger dick?
Stop it. Both of
They
you.
both do. They're, that's the way those guys are. Those people, in other words.
You go down the crazy town with them.
I'm not
I can't
trying
do it
to.
anymore.
I'm just saying.
Follow me, Dave.
And I was just like, it's true when I thought of what Roy said. I mean, Sidney Poitier did a great job in Django Unchained. And I don't know why Will Smith would turn down the role.
looks great for his age too.
Yeah. I love Django Unchained. And Will Smith is such a dick. What did he say about not doing it?
This is reasoning. Django.
By the way,
was-
the word today is dick. We've used it to describe every single person, including Bob Dylan, ourselves, and Will Smith at
Yeah,
this
we got a
point.
little bit of Bob Dylan in all of us.
Django wasn't the lead, so it was like I need to be the lead. The other character was the lead, referring to Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, of course. What a jerk. The name is called Django Unchained.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Christoph Waltz won Best Supporting Actor.
Best Supporting Actor,
So
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not even the lead actor.
But Will Smith has
Well,
he's
there's a bit of controversy behind him accepting that award too, because
Go
people
on.
didn't feel that he was actually a supporting actor. Some people felt that he was actually a lead in that movie.
well, yeah. I mean, it was probably double leads, but this is not the first time. I mean, in Pulp Fiction, another Tarantino movie. People nominated Travolta for Best Actor and Sam Jackson for Supporting Actor.
so what the hell is that?
You can't really say that one was, had more than the other, although Travolta probably did have a little more screen time.
because he had his own
Uma
side story.
Thurman
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But besides that, I mean, they were almost cohorts. So, yeah. It's not the first time this has happened. You have to make a choice. It's called Django Unchained. The movie is about this guy getting his chick back.
Will Smith is a weird dude. He's like hyper into managing his career and his image.
Yeah, I think he's way too safe. And that's the problem with Will Smith. And that's why he's not a real actor.
He's happy with being safe.
He just wants to make the little dumb action movie,
His-
put on
his-
sunglasses, and tell everyone that he looks good doing this.
Yeah,
His next
Fresh
action-
Prince saves the world.
His next action movie.
Excuse
is,
me?
Fresh Prince saves the world. Every movie, right? Am I wrong?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
In a way.
No, you're wrong, boy.
Not really.
Come on, Dave.
Go
Stick
ahead.
with me.
You know what? He's making a lot of sense.
He's making no sense.
I like it. How about Fresh Prince in Jurassic Park? And it's just him riding dinosaurs.
I like that.
Right?
I'd watch that movie.
You know, my friend actually invited me. Speaking of watchers, we can talk about this. This is movie related. My friend Jason Ruffian, who's a keyboardist and guitarist for my band, The Quertos.
I know him.
Invited me on April 5th, which is a Friday, to go see a UFC fight. He actually works out with the guy who's a UFC fighter.
Cool.
And the guy's on the card. It's probably going to even be televised and everything. And he says, we have a hotel room for free in Atlantic City. I think a couple hotel rooms.
You got to go, right?
For free in Atlantic City. Booze paid for and everything.
What?
And we get to go see a fight where we'll be comped and we'll be in the second row.
You should try to storm the cage. And
You know what
climb up and
I
jump
wrote
into
back
it.
to
What?
Jason?
What's that?
I wrote back, sorry, dog. I bought tickets for Jurassic Park IMAX 3D. It's a one night only thing.
Wow, you're not even kidding. You're
That's
serious.
the truth. That's truth.
Sad.
Jurassic Park comes out for one night only
In IMAX.
in IMAX and 3D on the same night. And I bought my ticket. It was only $15, but I bought my ticket. And I could just eat the $15 and then drink all night for free, and we'll see a UFC fight. But I am Jurassic Park. I'm on the Watchers, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm not on the Ultimate Fighters bullshit.
You're on a sports
I'm
show.
not on that show.
You're on a sports show.
By the way, I want everyone who's listening to Watchers, listen for our next podcast this Thursday, Ultimate Fighters bullshit. That's the new podcast that we're going to be doing. Besides that,
But okay, see,
So this would have been
if
good.
we're starting this new podcast,
Yeah.
you
Right.
should go to the show.
Yeah, I agree.
can't. Now,
I could go.
is that a good call? You don't think that's a good call? You don't.
It's an awful call. I have no desire to watch Jurassic Park in 3D.
in 3D and in IMAX, people.
What?
It's kind of cool, Dave.
Thank you, Roy, for always being on my side.
You got an extra
Chanel,
ticket?
thanks for giving me the beady eyes as always.
Yeah, exactly.
Roy, I do have an extra ticket.
Count me in, Dave.
All right, you're in, buddy. Yeah, Jason wrote back. He said, there are so many things I'd like to make fun of you, but instead, I feel sadness. Lots and lots
Yeah, that's
of
what I'm thinking.
sadness.
Can I go with Jason? Did he find a partner?
I'll give Jason your phone number.
Please.
And better yet, you give me your phone number, and I'll send it to Jason. I can't be having some kind of weird, you and Jason again. Let me be the middleman. So I'm excited for the Jurassic Park thing.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you find Jurassic Park in Spielberg's top 3?
It's got dinosaurs.
Yeah, I really like Jurassic Park.
Well, then why did I not make a good decision
I've
here?
seen it already. I'll just watch it on DVD. I'm not a
Oh,
fan.
excuse
of
me. You saw it when the T-Rex came out in 3D, did you?
I could care less if it comes out in 3D because I'm not impressed with 3D.
The answer to that is no, David. I didn't see it. Right?
If I don't care to see it or not, it doesn't matter if I've seen it.
Roy?
Laura Dern's in it. She'll be in 3D.
That's the first time anyone has been excited to see Laura
Sam
Dern.
Jackson. Sam Jackson.
Not even Laura Dern's own parents,
Newman's in
Bruce Dern and whoever the mom's name is, care about Laura Dern that much. I never liked Laura Dern. Now that I think about it, I might actually go to UFC.
Please.
Because of Laura Dern. I always hated her. I thought the woman in that movie should be much, much more attractive.
See what I did there?
Maybe like a Sharon Stone type of thing.
I got your ticket.
He just did like a Jedi mind trick. on you.
Game of Thrones. Usually we don't talk TV, we talk movies, but the one
Well,
exception we've decided to make is for Game of Thrones,
We
which
all
is
watch this TV show.
is practically like a movie. It's phenomenal, and I've been boning up
What does that even mean?
on Game of Thrones episode. I've been boning up on it, baby.
Rewatching them.
It's jacking into the broads
It
and
means I've been shooting cum at my
Yeah,
TV
that's what I
while old HBO episodes of Game of Thrones are on.
Should I, on this episode of Watchers, should I spoil the next 6 seasons of the Game of Thrones? I
Yeah,
could.
do
I know
that.
you could.
No, don't do it. I didn't read the books.
Yeah,
don't
no
do
one-
that.
You're the only one that's ever read the books.
I
Let
could
me
s-
just
You're
say
the only one who could read in here.
Seriously.
Let's get caught up for a second in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
The final episode, what happened? Tyrion, because there's so much stuff. The girl got,
Tyrion
she has her dragons back.
Yeah,
Tyrion Lannister is no longer the hand of the king. Tywin Lannister is now hand of the king.
All right.
Which one's that?
Tywin Lannister is Tyrion Lannister's father.
Okay, the dad is the hand.
All right, thank you.
Joffrey's still the king.
Joffrey's still technically king.
I'll give you characters. You just tell me. The blonde-haired girl, the one that everyone's attracted
Daenerys
to.
Targaryen.
She got the dragons back.
She got out of the House of Undying, and she has her dragons back. And she's going to buy an army.
The
and
lil
ships.
kids, Ned Snow's or what's his
Rion
name?
and Brandon Stark.
Stark. Yeah.
They've fled Winterfell.
Yes.
And they look into and as they're fleeing Winterfell, it's on fire. Now we don't know who's sacked or set fire to
Oh my God.
to Winterfell.
Okay.
Exciting.
And they are fleeing to the north
All right.
Now, what about that
with the
asshole?
wilding woman.
What about that asshole? With
And
his-
Hodor, the
with
retard.
with the father, with the boats, and he.
Oh, you're talking about the Greyjoys
Yeah, the Greyjoys.
All right.
Sure.
Help
the
me out.
Greyjoys. Yeah.
Yeah.
on the Ire Islands. Well, last we
What
saw
complicated
Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah, Theon.
His
Let
men.
me ask you a question
Yeah.
here. How much cocaine did you do in order to read all these books and to have all these
Retain
things
this
memorized?
information. I'm like,
Because this is kind of weird here. We're a little bit disturbed.
The Bible
I
has
mean,
less
this
information.
doesn't fit the image of Pepper. You know?
Theon Greyjoy is he is an
Did you read
Parts
these books?
Unknown.
Did you read these books
We don't know
multiple
what's happened
times?
to
Oh,
him.
so he bounced.
Did you
No,
read these
I
books?
just read them through once.
And you remember all these characters' names?
Well, now we're just worrying about the first 2 seasons. I've seen the seasons probably twice.
Wow.
Still.
What else? What else you got?
Will that blonde
else
girl
is
show
there?
her titties again?
No, it's in her contract. She won't say it's if you
I'm out.
If you go to her,
I'm out of the
If you
show.
go to Breakfast at Tiffany's, she gets naked in the play.
And who's going out with her?
Who's got time for that?
The Family Guy.
Seth MacFarlane was going out with her. They broke up.
Yes, I still got a chance.
And well, she's in New York. She's 5 blocks away right now.
Doing what? Broadway?
I just told you she's doing Broadway. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh no, I thought that was a movie.
No, it's Broadway. Breakfast at Tiffany's. She gets naked every night on stage.
Really?
I thought it was
Yeah.
a band. I'm gonna wait till it comes out on IMAX.
Can you wear a long trench coat to that?
Yeah.
Can you make noises during a Broadway play like?
Oh yeah.
And then when you finish because you're so bored by Breakfast at Tiffany's, you go, "Hey, I can't wait till Game of Thrones." She's like trying to do some dialogue.
your tits on TV.
She's doing a monologue.
Yeah.
I can't believe the springs today. Hey, I love Game of Thrones. Hey, I like your tits.
An ass.
Hey, I think I like you better with the blonde hair.
An ass.
You know, because I think she looks better, cooler with, and that's a specific type of hair that few women have.
It's platinum blonde.
Platinum. Only Gwen Stefani really, does that.
Yeah, most of the
day
time
in,
it looks
day
really
out.
bad. It looks crazy.
It looks great on Gwen Stefani.
I'm saying most of the time.
Well, you
straight
didn't
white.
say it with Gwen Stefani, did you?
All right, are you all caught up on Game of
happened to
Thrones
the-
now?
What happened?
You know what's out this year?
What's that?
Coming
David?
out?
What's that? David?
Perhaps Beetlejuice 2.
With Michael Keaton? Or who knows? That they're
Better
just
be.
saying.
That's what we're trying to figure out. The scuttlebutt is Tim Burton will be directing it. Or no, he may be just producing it
Oh, come on.
and then a different director, but I think Michael Keaton will be Beetlejuice.
after the
Who,
first
by
one-
the way, was one of my favorite actors going and has dropped off
Yeah.
the map.
What was
Where is Michael Keaton?
What was the last
after
one?
Jackie Brown.
Copland?
Jackie Brown was in 98. That
Jackie
shows you
Brown,
how
yeah.
long he's been out of the
15 years
spotlight.
ago.
And that was a tiny little cameo.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a Tarantino cameo.
Yeah, he was barely.
And that was 15 years ago.
Uh,
No, he wasn't in Copland.
Wasn't he?
Michael Keaton, absolutely not.
I always thought he looked like Billy Joel.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know,
I could see a
side
little
by
of that.
side.
But listen, the original Batman is still terrific, despite what all these Heath Ledger freaks want to tell you. The Tim Burton one is still great. The first one with Jack as the Joker
the second one, too.
is still
So
great.
weird.
Yeah, I like the Danny DeVito weirdness of the whole thing.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
You
Chris
have that.
Walken.
I always loved the film The Paper, directed by Ron Howard, where
Haven't seen it. Haven't seen The Paper.
you never saw The Paper. It's
Nah,
great.
Nah, man.
The Paper is can even go into a topic real quick. The Paper is a movie that takes place in one day where Michael Keaton is a writer. Or I think he's an editor for like a New York City paper, and that's the whole thing. They're following a murder case, and he's not acting like a detective or anything like that. But it's just can we put out the good story
Yeah.
before the other papers do. Which isn't actually one of my favorite things, and that's why I call it possibly a topic, because I love 24-hour movies. I'll give you another example outside of The Paper. Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Takes place in one day. 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's good. You
Yeah.
get up, you go to lunch, you go to dinner, you end the night. American Graffiti. 24 hours. What say you, gentlemen? Do you have a 24-hour movie?
Back to the Future
Back to the Future
begins
is
when
one
he
day.
he wakes up,
You're right.
and then when he eventually at the end of the film when he travels
it's
back,
back
it's
in
the
that
morning.
day.
Yeah.
You just cheated the whole goddamn segment now.
Damn.
Thank you.
Genius, Pepper. That is genius.
Hey, you're on my side, dog.
I got one.
I
Go ahead.
finally turned Roy.
Go ahead, Sean.
That's good.
After Hours.
After Hours, directed by Martin Scorsese, very good, starring Griffin Dunn.
Literally 24 hours.
That's a crazy movie.
Gets dropped
That's
off
a
in
movie
front of it, yeah.
that you have to be petrified to kind of like, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
Which means coked up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, well,
No.
I got what's that movie? It's a French film. It's got an 8.5-minute rape scene.
Always with the
Irresistible.
rape.
Oh, Irreversible.
Always with the rape.
Irreversible. That's my 24-hour movie.
Yeah, why? I mean, tell me about it. Don't just give me the movie. I
I
mean,
like the directing.
It's seriously
he's right.
just the rape scene thing constantly every other week.
we can't go one Watchers episode where there's no rape being brought up. I mean, okay? Roy's favorite movie next week, The Accused. We get it. Jodie Foster raped on a pinball machine. I understand.
Yeah, it was all right.
What's the show next week? Cape Fear, rape, Jessica Lange, rape. Enough with the rape already.
Just nonstop rape.
Rapes
They
in
need
the
to
road.
make a movie called Rape, and then that'll be Roy's favorite film of all time.
Hey, did you guys see Rape? I saw it again.
He'll be like a teenager in 1977 with Star Wars. Roy will be out with a little Rape T-shirt. Hey guys, I'm about to see Rape for the 37th time. Who else wants to see Rape again?
I can't believe the rapist was his father.
Everyone was raping each other. It was so awesome. There was so much rape. Roy, you know, some of us are trying to get this show landed on Showtime Extreme.
At the Apollo.
That's the show. And,
Sorry, guys.
And speaking of the Watchers, I'm going to say something that's very. I'm going to give some insight. Showtime Extreme is a real channel. At 2:00 in the morning, I had it on, and Captain Stagnetti's Pirates comes on.
Wait, Scagnetti?
Scagnetti, not to be confused with the Scagnetti of Tarantino films. This scene starred Jesse Jane. It starred other pornographic
Oh yeah,
actresses.
Pirates. Yeah, I've seen Pirates.
You've seen Pirates,
yes,
right?
and Pirates too.
This was Pirates too.
Yeah.
Because it was on even Showtime Extreme, they took out all the sex.
So it's a movie?
So Showtime, quote unquote, Extreme showed a pornographic film
Without all the
with
without-
no sex. They actually
plotline?
showed the entire story.
Well,
I would, and then, by the
awesome.
way,
I'd
I
like to see
see
that.
Jesse Jane. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is on television. But then I checked, it's like Showtime Extreme. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
it's got to be like
sexy.
Cinemax.
Yeah.
So maybe, I'm going to get to see a little tit and ass here.
Yeah.
And, they had some bare-breasted scenes, but the actual sex, gone.
No
totally.
penetration at all,
But,
right?
but stupid Dave McDonald, I'm watching an hour and a half into this thing thinking, when's the sex coming? So they duped me into watching an hour 45 pornographic film, which had no porn in it.
You poor bastard.
I know.
You dick-
I sat
dick
with
in
the
hand.
hardest
Yeah.
dick of all time.
And no cum came out.
No cum. Don't worry, Peppa. I felt too lazy to put in a DVD. I don't even have DVDs. I felt too lazy to go into UJizz. So I went to Telemundo, baby. Boom. The jizz came out.
This has nothing to do with the Watchers.
But that is the
Son of a
Watchers.
gun
That
thing.
was supposed to be a movie, Pirates, that they all of a sudden then try to make into an actual movie.
Well, there's enough like plot or whatever in that crazy bad.
Oh, it's
porn
too
movie.
much.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there is too much. Even when when the sex is in it, it's not enough sex. It's all
I
plot.
know. I
Really
was like,
bad
you have
CGI.
this much material without the porn?
Yeah.
That you can do an hour, 40-minute movie?
There's like a lot of CGI, like really bad CGI, but CGI
It's horrible.
nonetheless. Yeah.
It's a horrible movie in every way. Also, the sequel that may be coming out this year, Roger Rabbit 2.
That's crazy.
That's really bizarre.
You know what?
And Robert Zemeckis, the director of the original, has signed on to direct.
You know, I just read that Bill Murray was offered the part.
Of Roger Rabbit 2?
No.
I mean, Roger Rabbit first one?
The first one, the lead role, the detective Eddie, and he apparently because he doesn't use an agent, so he never got the call, and so they went to whoever they used. I forget the actor's name.
Bob Hoskins.
Thank you. And when he found out that he missed the opportunity, he was like extremely pissed, just like, oh man, like
All right,
I would've
this
done
is
that.
weird because now Bill Murray needs to get a hold of himself because if you don't mind, go to IMDb and look up Garfield, who directed it.
Oh yeah, Joel
Joe
Cohen. And he thought,
Yes, okay. So Bill Murray then has said that he signed on to play Garfield because he thought it was going to be a Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah, he loves those
Because the
brothers.
guy
Oh,
who
yeah.
was directing
I
it
just
was
read that
Joel
too.
Cohen, spelled differently.
Spelled differently,
Spelled
yep.
Cohen,
He
whereas
means
the
it's so
Coen brothers
goddamn
are
funny.
Coen. So, yes, Bill Murray, get a goddamn manager.
Yeah, get out of the bars.
That's
Get
the-
yourself a manager.
That's the end of the story. Well, Bob Hoskins, unfortunately, has disease. No, it's not Hoskins.
Hodge.
I think he might have Parkinson's or something
Seriously?
like that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So he is not going to be, he's retiring from acting.
Whoa.
And is not going to be in the role. Bill Murray,
Here we
since
go.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Time to rectify, brother.
Go.
He listens to our show.
Bill Murray listens to our show.
Big fan.
The Rock, WWE's own.
Yep.
Dwayne
Jay
Johnson.
Leno listens to this show.
Yeah.
Big stars. Jenny McCarthy listens to this show.
Whippy
Andy
loves it.
Dick listens. These are all A-listers here. Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
Okay, another A-lister, if you don't mind me saying. They all listen to this show, The Watchers. This is why we're going to be on television soon We're applying to different TV stations. If you have one, why not contact us? didvod@gmail.com.
All you television executives listening?
Yeah, I mean,
shoot
why
them an
not?
email.
If you're working for MTV, you have yet another pranked show?
Yeah.
Is that what you want? No,
Love
you don't
pranking
want that.
stuff.
And if you do want that, like, we'll get Pepper to slam the microphone over Roy's head and be like, "You've been pranked, dude! You've been pranked on the Watchers!"
We just couldn't call an assault and battery.
I have one quick topic, and I want to tell everyone real quick. I don't understand why people don't revere the director, Peter Weir. Talked about this to Pepper on the air and off the air, but I didn't really bring it in full detail to the Watchers.
Give us some background.
People say, Davy Mack. Who is this Peter Weir you're talking about? He's a director, ladies and gentlemen, and he's only a director of a film called Witness, starring Harrison Ford. It got Harrison Ford's only Academy Award nomination. Brilliant film,
Yeah, he deserves
still a great movie if you watch it now.
Yeah, I love
Hold the phone, Davy Mack. That's it with Peter Weir? Funny one, Roy. No, it's not. Peter Weir's next movie, a film called Dead Poets Society.
Oh, the
It was
movie
only
that made me cry.
it was only nominated for Best Picture, and Robin Williams was nominated for Best Actor in Dead Poets Society. Okay?
Captain Mike
Davy
Captain.
Mack. Is that all?
Is that all?
Nope.
Oh, I wish it
more.
was.
Everybody loves Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
So few people have seen this movie. I don't know why. It's called Fearless. You ever see
Yeah.
anyone see
Oh
Fearless?
yeah, with his two
So-
sons.
No,
Where
he survives a plane crash.
He survives a plane crash. And that's not a spoiler. It happens within the first 5 minutes of the movie. He's afraid to fly. The plane goes down.
Close one to another.
I don't know if he has two sons. I think he just
He's-
threw
he's
that
thinking
out
of
there.
Frailty.
Okay, yeah, that's a totally different movie. That's also
Paxton.
Peter Weir.
Isn't Laura Dern in that too?
Will you just
No,
give her a rest?
the Spanish bro.
I'm trying to get through this final topic.
All right, sorry,
You can
dude.
see Pepper's upset.
Sorry.
I gotta get out of here. I have
Somebody's
things-
upset. I could smell it. In the
Next.
Yeah,
air.
I have bad gas.
Hold on. So I gave you Witness. I gave you Dead Poet Society. I gave you Fearless. Fearless, by the way, Rosie Perez was
Perez,
nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, yeah.
Bridges may have been nominated for Best Oscar. Next movie, Truman Show. A
Love it.
phenomenal
Love it.
movie.
Love Truman Show.
That was way ahead of its time.
It was
I
big.
mean, it was before Survivor and Big Brother and all these reality shows totally changed the landscape of TV, and the Truman Show had it totally predicted.
Very good social
Right,
commentary.
and Jim Carrey could have very well been nominated for an Oscar. Ed Harris, though,
Harris, yeah.
was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for The Truman Show. So he's just racking up the Academy Award. And then I want to go to another movie, Master and Commander, starring Russell Pepper Crowe. That was only nominated for Best Picture. Okay? That's 5 movies, almost 5 totally different genres. Each one of them got at least a Best Picture nomination or a Best Actor nomination.
Yeah, every one of them lost. The
Peter
Oscars.
Weir
It's great.
is ridiculous.
It's over the course of like 20 years, right?
Why do people, from like 82 to about 2000, why is Peter Weir not a household goddamn name? I just gave you 5 great movies.
maybe he's a dick.
I can't
I'm looking
tell
for a real answer, please.
That was my real answer.
Yeah, I'm with that.
you. Maybe because he hasn't won an Oscar. Maybe because some of these, maybe the films aren't coming.
Tarantino he's won in writing.
Yeah, he's won Oscar.
Okay. P.T. Anderson has not won an Oscar. Wes Anderson has not won an Oscar. They have huge amount of acclaim.
Yeah.
Why no love for Peter Weir? It's just something for people to think about. Go on IMDb, Peter Weir, and you're going to be saying to yourselves, God damn, this guy had at least 5 great movies.
I also thought he played with the Grateful Dead.
That's Bob Weir.
All right, that's
And you just wouldn't take
Let's-
tonight's show seriously. Let's just wrap it up.
that's
now.
it, guys. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Let's just wrap
You're
it
the
up.
one bringing the nonsense.
Let's just wrap it up. And it hurts because I came in here tonight to talk about movies, and I got Bob Dylan's a dick. I got something about the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, they're dicks too.
Anyway, it's the Watchers.
Yeah.
My name is Eastside Dave. That's Pepper. That's Roy Schaefer. That's Sean O. Stay tuned next month for next month's episode of The Watchers. Good night, everybody.